really deep. That's what is really impressive about this field. Really deep. And they're going to be introduced to you here shortly. And we're getting started right there. Emily O'Donnell from Waltham, Massachusetts. And then we got one of the great cross-country runners, Zariel Macchia, just a terrific cross-country runner from Mastic Beach, New York. This might be a little bit too short a distance for her. Tess Sherry from West Hartford, Connecticut. And then one of our three from Cuthbertson on those two national record-setting teams. This is Justine Prezano. And her teammate, Stella Kermis, will be the next to be introduced. There's Stella. And then from Manhattan, right here in New York City, the big borough. Well, that's Brooke Strauss. Maybe Ella Cohen is not here. She is not. And Emma Swatoski, who was fourth at the Penn Relays Mile last week. Isabel Walsh from Middleton, Delaware. She was third in the Penn Relays last week. Emily Bush, one of the great cross-country runners from Saratoga Springs, that cross-country powerhouse. She anchored the Penn Relays Distance Medley title team with a 4:45. This is Katie Bolke of Newington, Connecticut. She was fifth in the Penn Relays Mile. Now this is our big star, Charlotte Bell, 4:39.59 metric miler, 4:41.33, two-time national record holder. And Rachel Forsyth, who many of you remember from cross country, Rachel Forsyth this season won 11 consecutive cross-country races, two-time NXR Midwest champ, and was fifth at the Nike Cross Nationals. I'm exhausted just with the introduction of these fine, fine competitors. Tactically, this is going to be an extraordinarily interesting race because everybody in this race is an absolute stud. So hopefully Cassidy Johnson can get us a good pace going here. As mentioned, the national leader is Engelhart at 4:31.72. If we play our cards right, we're going to get a lot of alterations to this list. This season, Walsh in the field has the 9th fastest mile time. Zawatowski has 12th. By the way, 11th is Cieslak that just won that 800. Bolke, 13th fastest time in the country. But those are going down in this race, trust me. So let's see what kind of pace Cassidy Johnson can give us here. Now, somebody like Zariel Macchia, this is going to be a fast race. She's one of the top cross-country runners in the United States, but this is a speed race. And tucking in behind our pacer is Rachel Forsyth. Forsyth went out very fast at that cross-country nationals, NXN, if you might remember. Forsyth, Engelhart, and the great Elizabeth Leachman all went out really fast, and the conditions were not warranted. Now that's Emily Bush from Saratoga Springs. You can see Macchia there, number 2. Johnson looking at that clock. Maybe a tad slower than we want. At that 440-yard mark, it seemed to be around 69. That's not terrible, mind you, but maybe not quite the pace we wanted. Now, Rachel Forsyth needs to go with her. Still waiting on that split to show up. So, Bush right there. 70 seconds for Forsyth. Forsyth's lifetime best is 4:48.99 for, well, her lifetime best metrically is 4:44.22. Imperially in the mile, 4:50.55. Bell, who's got the best speed by far of anybody in this field, she's number 12, tucking into second there. Bell, a 2:08.67 800-meter woman, and she just passed Forsyth as they pass 880 yards in 2:20.24. Still not what we were looking for. Remember that Bell herself has run 4:39.59 metrically and 4:41.33 imperially, so was hoping for a little bit faster tempo, but Bell's starting to separate. And Cassidy Johnson steps off, and Charlotte Bell now takes up the running. Senior from that powerhouse at Cuthbertson High School. Rachel Forsyth there in second. I'm surprised there's this big a spread. A bit shocking to me, especially after seeing that most of these runners were very close to one another at Penn relays last week. But it is Bell, Forsyth, and there in third, that's Isabel Walsh. Now, Walsh from Middletown, Delaware, she was third at Penn. Now moving into second here, 1 lap to go. Walsh, fifth in Milrose indoors this year, sixth New Balance indoors this year. She's a 4:43.51 miler. Bell, another 72nd lap, 3:31.07 for 13:20. And Charlotte Bell just having no problems with a great field. She is just laying waste to a terrific field. Wow. And this young lady is just impressive. Look how her arm carriage. She is just so out front with those arms driving forward. She has 220 yards to go. She takes a sneaky look behind her at Walsh. Boy, we're going to have a great race for second. And actually, we've got a late move here. And Charlotte Bell better watch it, because coming up fast is Zariel Macchia. Unbelievable. Macchia coming up, and here comes Zariel Macchia. Wow, what a finish. Macchia, of all people, the distance runner. And she takes Bell down here, down the stretch. And Macchia showing bona fides on the track in addition to the cross-country trails, and she wins this one. 4:41.37. Macchia 1:06.93 closer. Wow, did she come from way back. That's the number 6 performance of the season nationally. And what a great strategic race. Zariel Macchia, she ran 4 seconds faster than Bell down the stretch. Forsyth in third. Bulkey came up for fourth. Macchia just shot out of a cannon there at the end. Where did she come from? You don't even see her. Well, you see her now. She has to go wide here, but look at the lead that Bell has. Bell, who's a 4:39 metric miler, and then Macchia puts her head down and drives to the finish. Macchia has represented Team USA twice, I believe, in the World Under-20 Cross-Country Championships, and she just showed what a great competitor she is on the track. Wow. Big smile there, and deservedly so. Wow, what a great finish. Wonder how she knew that she could reel them in like that. Zariel Macchia, 3 laps at 71, last lap in 66. Terrific times all up and down the line. 8 broke 4:50. A stunning performance by Zariel Macchia. Wow. Macchia from Mastic Beach, New York. Very articulate young lady, by the way. And that was some good running. What a